fresher than we throw away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We stop believing now we can be who we are. Greece is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Live with Kim. Tonight is, or I should say, our DoorDash Shop and Pays replacing food delivery. I know we have all been seeing, at least I think we've all been seeing a lot more Shop and Pays lately. I know I have. Have you? Go ahead and let me know. But we're going to dive right into this because as I was doing a lot of shop and deliver, shop and pays, whatever you want to put in there, last week, I'm like, first of all, we can get into the pay in just a little bit of some of these shop and delivers that DoorDash has to offer. But based on how many I did last week, it really got me thinking, first of all, LOC, what? Like, why do you even need LOC if you're actually getting some really decent shop and pays? And is this the new way of DoorDash future? Is it the new wave of food delivery in general? Because not only have I been seeing them on DoorDash, I've been seeing them a lot more on Uber Eats too. So that is the question, out to everybody here tonight. I did a poll. We'll go over the poll I did. I think it was yesterday, just to kind of see what you guys thought about the poll that I did. And that's kind of what the night's gonna look like tonight. So first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to everybody in the chat. I am always excited to see all of your faces here every Tuesday. So thank you so much for the continued support. Last week was tons of fun, and hopefully this week will be just as much fun, and everybody can sit back, relax, and enjoy the next couple of minutes of gig talk as we kind of navigate through some of these apps. So with that being said, I feel as though, and I'm going to switch gears just for a half of a second, because I think this is super important for everybody to know. And I have it on the ticker on the bottom so everybody can actually see it. So you guys know I've been talking a lot lately about safety, keeping yourself safe as a driver, safety features you can do for yourself. And one of the things that I absolutely love, and I feel like I needed to get the word out to everybody because I found them, and I'm hoping that everybody else finds them as well. And that's legal rideshare. So if you guys haven't done it already, and I know a lot of people, I know they're really well known in the rideshare space, but I want everybody, even in the gig economy, to know these guys. And the reason why is because they really specialize in, injuries and accidents that you have, and they are dedicated just to gig workers, which is pretty amazing, right? To have lawyers on your side. So I want you guys, their website and also their telephone number is right here, and I'm actually going to pop it up on the screen. So if you go and watch this later, you guys can actually just stop it, pause this, and actually take it all down. You guys should all be having this programmed into your phones, because you never know. And even if you have been in a situation like this, they do free consultations, which is amazing. And at least you'll know a direction to go if, God forbid, something bad ever happens while you are out on the road, whether you're delivering or doing rideshare, and these guys are here to help. So I just wanted to make sure. I just feel like everybody needs to know this number and needs to know this email address and needs to also know their website. So definitely go check them out. And also, They have their own YouTube channel as well. And Steve and I are going to be starting. We started it last Friday. We're going to be doing it again this Friday. These guys actually do a new segment that drops every Friday mornings. And we're going to be doing a reaction on Friday, late Friday. So you guys can check it out then as well. So very, very cool guys. So go check them out. Okay. So Shop and Pays. Okay, you guys, let's get this conversation started. Yeah, everybody needs to go subscribe to them. Let them know that Kim sent you, Steve sent you. Go subscribe to their channel. They're just so nice, and everybody should honestly have that phone number programmed to their phone in case something bad ever happens. Or if it has happened, go check them out as well, and maybe they can point you in the right direction. So anyway, okay, so Shop and Pays. Have you guys seen, am I the only one? I feel like that's the reason why I'm talking about it. I have seen over the past couple of weeks a huge influx in shop and deliver orders. Have you guys seen the same thing, or am I just like completely going nuts over here? But I'm not complaining, because when you start to see orders and they start to come in your phone and you're like, wow, they're paying me. How much did you want? So I'm just going to show you just as an example. Oops. This is one that I actually received this past week. Hopefully it's big enough that you guys can see it. If you can't, I'll put it in this one. That's a little bit bigger. So $29.90, $30. We're just going to call it like it is. $30, right? It was 2 orders, but 22 distinct items. Have you guys been noticing the word distinct? At first, I was just like, what the heck is distinct? Right? I'm like, I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized that you can actually click on, when you're on the offer screen, if you have enough time, you can actually click on it. And what I've found, and you guys can correct me if I am wrong, but it is basically 22 items, but I'm making this up. It might be 30 units, but they're telling you these are exactly how many items that you are actually shopping for. So I think I got that right. At least that's what I've deducted it. And that was from like literally trial and error last week, because it was driving me crazy. I'm like, what the heck does distinct mean? And I'm like going back. I know, right? What is distinct? Right? It's a very odd word to use. Do any of you guys find that? I feel like it's a very odd word to use that not many people would be like, that's not a common word. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah. So, and distinct items. That's what I've found it to be this past week. So hopefully that clarifies it. If I'm wrong, you guys can let me know if I am wrong. But $30 order, 22 items. Yes, 10 miles, but who cares? It's $30. And it took me under an hour to complete. The thing I've been really liking about these shop and delivers lately is, man, they've been low units. They've been easy to shop. I've been doing them in half hour. If it's a big one, an hour max. And I guess I always compare it to Instacart, because let's face it, they're the ones we always compare things to, right? And I kind of look at the dollar amount that DoorDash is paying their drivers versus what Instacart would pay. And the base pays on these are a lot better than Instacart. So I am going to give DoorDash some credit going on, because I really feel like they're stepping up their game as far as, maybe this is going to sound so horrible to say, but I feel like they took away everybody's base pay. What was it? A little less than a year ago. To put it in Shop and Pay. So it's almost like they're investing it back into a different sector of their business. Does that make any sense? Do any of you guys find that? The pay has to come from somewhere, right? So not like it's going to come out of their pocket. So if we, in my area, I was a 75-cent decrease in base pay this past year. So take away 75 cents. And if we're really going to go after hard with Shop and Pays and make base pays like enough that's going to be competitive with other shopping apps, then that's where we're going to focus. That's where we're going to focus a lot of our energy. And I feel like that's why we are seeing a lot of Shop and Pays lately. And I don't know whether I don't order from DoorDash often, but I use the app often because when it comes to food delivery, I always go on to see the wait times so I can determine what restaurants are busy, what restaurants aren't busy. But I feel like there's always some kind of promotion going on. If you spend X amount of dollars, you get X amount of dollars off at your local grocery store, whatever that grocery store is. Like, I feel like they've been running a lot of promotions lately. But yeah. So you're wondering first the 22 items with no two being the same, like multiple. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think that's exactly what it means. I think that they're saying like it's 22 distinct items, but there might be like 30 units that you're going to have to shop for, but they're not telling you the unit number. I think it's a little bit of an issue, honestly. I would rather you tell me I am shopping for 35 items, 45 items, opposed to just 22 units. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I need to be in the know of really what's going on with shopping, because if you think of it, I'm like, okay, I'm only going to go in for 22 units. The next thing you know, you get inside and it's like 44 items. You're like, I just thought it was 22. When did it become 44? And would you have taken it for the same amount of money if those are what you're shopping for? So I kind of goes back to transparency, DoorDash. I just wish you would be more transparent with the exact items and how much we're shopping for. But I do like that if you actually click on the distinct items, and I don't know whether any of you guys have done this yet, you can actually see the items before you accept the order, which has been new. Does distinct appear when it is a single shop, or no, it appears for single and double shops, and we're going to get into even triple shops because I got a question from one of you guys this past week about triple shops. But see, you agree with me. Thank you. An entrepreneurial diary. I love that name. Hi, Shamika. How are you? Yes, we should be giving all information beforehand. I completely agree. That's the thing. Shopping is making me a ton of money. I did 4 shops, made $93 in 3 hours. I hate to say it's almost like I'm getting excited when I actually see Shop and Pays come in. I'm like, score, because it's like the Shop and Pay for me is the old LOC, LOP, whatever you want to put in there, whatever acronym you want to put in there. But I feel like it's replacing that program money-wise, not the program itself, but money-wise, I feel like it's the same, right? You would, if you did a large LOC, the payout would be the same as doing a shop and deliver. Are you spending a little bit more time shopping? Yes, but I think the payouts are very equivalent, and that's how I've been making money. So you guys are going to have to let me know. This is a question for all of you guys. If you had to guess your percentage of Shop and Pays on DoorDash last week, what do you think your percentage would be? With that, I'm going to pause it for a half a second. I'm going to let you guys think about that. I just realized I forgot my Dr. Pepper in the refrigerator. So I might just go and grab it as you guys are thinking about that. So let me know, what is the percentage of Shop and Pays? It could be a rough estimate. What do you think your percentage is last week of Shop and Pays? Okay, hold on. Okay. We got a couple of percentages going on. Okay, we're breaking up between weekends and weekdays. Okay. Okay, so Steve, you say zero, Bubba Sue 25%, Thomas 40%, and then Ryan, you said during the week about 40%, weekend is about 25. I feel like last week my shopping pays were like 60%. And I should have done my own research. Okay, so George, okay, you're saying 90%. So I thought I was high with 60%. Um I feel like especially even at nighttime. So when you do, if anybody here does Instacart, let me know. But I feel like when you do Instacart, like once the 5 o'clock marker hits, you can get some shops on Instacart, but they're not plentiful. A lot of shops happen during the day. I've been getting so many shops at nighttime. I feel like the only thing I've been doing lately is shopping at nighttime. And I'm like, food delivery, who? Food delivery, what? And that's what I feel like that's what it is coming down to. I know you absolutely, your favorite app, absolutely ever. I used to honestly hate Instacart myself, and you, Steve, you know that. And I was so adamant, even about shop and delivers for so many years. Like, I hate food shopping for myself. Like, why am I going to go food shopping for anybody else if I hate it so much for myself? And then I saw the earning potential in Shop and Pays. I'm like, okay, I really need to get my butt into gear. And that's how I actually started. So, okay, so maybe it's just my area that Shop and Pays don't go past like 5 or 6 o'clock for Instacart, but it's probably due to your area in the store. Maybe I don't know. Maybe. Um, but you know what? I would think with shore rentals in my area that I do see an influx on like Fridays just because of people stocking up their shore houses. But it's constant, right? It's just I'm not complaining. I should say this. I am not complaining because it has made me a lot of money these past couple weeks. So I really can't complain. But yeah, 0%, but I love Shop and Pay orders when it's transparent. When I accept a Shop and Pay, I would say they begin to give me 60% Shop and Pay orders, especially if I successfully complete one. It's a very good point. I feel like with any of these apps, right? Whether it is DoorDash, and I'm going to put Uber Eats in there. I feel like they have like sucker written across your forehead. Like I feel like they give you a Shop and Pay order or any driver, and they're like, "Oh, we got a live one, guys. We got one to actually accept the Shop and Pay. Okay, we got one. So we're just gonna keep feeding that driver because we got one to accept one. We're just gonna keep feeding them Shop and Pays until they don't take them any longer." So, Josh, why don't you do Shop and Pays? That surprises me. I thought you would have been like all about Shop and Pays. Maybe it's just me. Oh, you're going to be in New Jersey. Oh, yay. I have a catering tomorrow too, but I'm not leaving New Jersey. um, but yeah, it is a lot of miles to go from where you're at to New Jersey. What is that, like a 40, 50-minute drive for you? I think somewhere around there. Depends on where you're going in New Jersey. You would rather sit in your car and watch YouTube. That's funny. Um, but anyway, so I don't know. It really got me thinking this week. Maybe I'm not the only one. Maybe Shop and Pays. I don't know whether it's even. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to let me know. Is it a platinum thing? Is it a not platinum thing? All you non-platinum drivers out there, have you been seeing a lot of Shop and Pays? I don't know. The strange thing is maybe I'm speaking out of turn, and it's just this observation, and I have nothing to base this on whatsoever. So take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like I get a lot of shop and pays if I'm under a certain percentage. Like I'm still platinum, but I'm under a certain percentage. But the minute I go above that percentage, that's when I stop seeing shop and pays and I start seeing food delivery. I don't know, just observation. Oh, that makes more sense. It's paying 150 and I can do rideshare in Philly, hoping to catch an airport ride in the morning to get me into NJ. So you're just coming over. Oh, Woodbury. Okay, that makes sense. I know where that's at. Steve, you need a couple more percentage points. I was teasing Steve, what was that, a couple days ago when he said he was 21. I said, next thing you know, you're going to be platinum. You're not going to even know. I doubt it. Oh, hello, Micah. How are you? So anyway, God, gotta love it, right? I feel like DoorDash changes the game so much, and changes the rules without any drivers knowing until we all start making observations, right? So if we didn't have our YouTube community, if we didn't talk to one another, would we ever be so observant on what's going on in DoorDash? Like, would we even care what's really going on with DoorDash? I wonder that very often. If I was just a normal, I am a normal driver, but if I was just a driver, I should say that, who doesn't do YouTube, social media, and I keep my head down and I go to work every day, would I know what half the stuff that's going on? Would I be as observant as I currently am? Would I even notice, or would I just even care that who cares? I'm making money. I'm just getting shop and delivers along with food delivery. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Hey, Michelle, how are you? You cut up the red card. Holy moly. Yeah. Luckily, I've never fallen under platinum, so I don't know about scheduling. I don't think I want to know because I feel like I've heard horror stories from a lot of you guys with the platinum and silver, and or if you fall below platinum. I just know my area and how many drivers there actually are. It would honestly, I could see it being a nightmare for me. That's why I'm always trying to stay in the platinum zone. I just need that Dash Now feature. That to me, that's what I'm using it for. So anyway, um, so I know I said I would talk about the triple stacks because I got a question from one of you guys about DoorDash offering triple stacks, which I've talked about before, but we'll kind of go into that. And then also we'll go into some of the pays on Shop and Pays and whether it's worth it to take it, whether it's not worth it to take it, and kind of the base pay versus tipping scenario and kind of how to look at that too. But before I do that, and I'm going to go back to safety real quick again, just because I feel like this next like couple months, I want to not focus all my energy. I feel like we don't talk about it enough as far as safety is concerned. And I feel like safety comes in all forms, if fashions, while we are out in the road, right? It could be the way you're driving your car. It could be, delivering and you're feeling safe or unsafe neighborhoods. Like, I feel like there's so many different directions you can go with feeling safe as a driver. And there are many precautions you can do. There are many things you can do as a driver. You can think smarter. You can not go to neighborhoods. Like, I feel like we can go on and on about the subject, which is why I think the next couple weeks I'm going to be focused a little bit more on driver safety because I want to be here for you guys and I want everybody to be safe while you're out on the road. And the one thing that I do talk about all the time, because along with illegal rideshare, and I feel like these go hand in hand, dash cams. How many people, do any of you guys have a dash cam? I feel like there is a stigma, is that the right word, about dash cams, that it is for rideshare drivers so you can see what's going on in your car. And I want food delivery people to realize that dash cams can really help food delivery as well. And I think it's so super important. And I got a dash cam a couple of months ago from Display Ride, and I love it and I use it. And I can't tell enough people about it, just because I feel like A, it keeps me safer when I'm on the road. B, if I'm ever in an accident, I have it on video. And not only that, but it also records every single one of my deliveries, especially if I pull into someone's driveway. And the best part about the dash cam that I do have, it automatically uploads to the cloud, and you can get the video footage at any time in case something ever happens to you. So if you don't have it, I feel like every driver at this point, whether you're food delivery, rideshare, whatever you, last mile, whatever it is out there, I feel like everybody should have a dash cam at this point. And if you don't, I love my one from Display Ride. And not only that, but I love um I love Abdul, who he's the CEO of Display Ride, and I feel like I've known him for a couple of months now, and he's so passionate about his product, and it kind of makes you want to get it as well, just because for me, when I choose products, I believe in the company too, and I believe in Display Ride as well. So in case you guys are interested, it's in the description of this video. You can find out more, do some research on it. Just, go and just check it out. There is a code rodeo for anybody who's interested, and you also get a special discount. So I just think driver safety is something a lot of times, like I said, we just completely overlook and don't even think about, and it's something we should think about every single day. So anyway, okay, so you're going to have to forgive me because I forget who made the comment on one of my videos, and I apologize if I forget who it was. But someone was saying that they didn't realize that DoorDash is now doing triple stack shop and pays. Did you guys know this? Have you guys seen triple stacked shop and pays? Let me know. Go ahead, write it right now. Have you guys seen or done triple stacked shop and pays? God, tried to say that a couple times. Yes, this is true. So a lot of times there are questions regarding turning the voice off. There is a way. And I'm trying to, somebody was going to send me directions on it. I want to say that I think Abdul said it was in the portal. So if you go into the portal somewhere, it's in there. Once I figure it out, I will let you know. But I know Abdul will be on here at some point. We need to nail down a date for him to come on, and you guys can ask him tons of questions, and he'll probably be more than happy to answer them. But we just learned that this week that you can turn it off or even lessen that you are currently being recorded. Okay, so hey Anthony, how are you? Where did I just see it? Someone just said you had a triple. Where was that? I missed it. Okay, so Bubba Sue, you had 3 times pet store shopping. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten one for shopping for a pet. Mine have always been grocery order. Interesting. Okay, so Thomas, you got 2 triples. Wow. And okay, Milwaukee, did I say that right? I had one mayor last week. I don't have a mayor by me. Oh, okay. So people are starting to see them. Triple stack shop and pays on DoorDash. Yeah. So um I think I talked about this a month, maybe 2 months ago. It started for me. Um, it started out as I got two doubles, just like the one I was actually showing you, just like this one. And then they added one to make it a triple shop and pay. And I apologize. I couldn't find the screenshot of it, and I thought that I actually had it. But the ones I've been receiving lately actually have the three on the actual offer screen itself. And the interesting part is I've never seen it be three all in the same supermarket. I've actually seen them like two in the same shopping market and then another one in another shopping market, but they started putting them all on the same screen, which I really found very interesting. So, do you have the red card? Yeah, I have a red card. The thing I love about now the red card, yeah, I knew you meant red card. The thing about the red card that I actually love, and in case you don't know this, and hopefully maybe I'm enlightening you on this, but you can put your red card on your Apple Pay so you don't have to carry your red card around with you any longer, as long as the supermarket or the place you're going to actually takes Apple Pay or Google Pay. You can actually put it on your phone. So it's fantastic because I feel like I don't have to carry anything any longer. I literally just have to put it on my phone and just keep my phone with me. So just FYI, in case you didn't know that, it's just a easier way for you to keep your red card on you without actually physically having it. But yeah. Oh, you just got a new red card. Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah. Okay. So your triples were with Acme. Okay. That's interesting. Like I said, some of mine were like two of the same supermarket and then one of another. Like I've never had three all at the same time in the supermarket. Don't get me wrong. I've done three all together with Instacart. So to me, it's nothing different. But anyway. So that triple stacks. So to answer whoever's question, I apologize whoever asked me that question, but triple stacks on Shop and Pays exists, which I really find very interesting. So stay tuned. Hopefully, if you guys are into Shop and Pays, you'll start seeing them more. I feel like it's just more convenient. Than anything, just to be all in one area. And not only that, they like the other night I did like the one I showed you, I did a double. And then it came around while I was in the store. They sent me another shop and pay while I was in the store. So it was a $22 stacked, and it ended up being $40 after everything was said and done by adding on that extra triple. So it's very interesting way of gaining more money on DoorDash. So have you gone? Of course, I've gone to the beach. I've gone to the beach several times at this point. I'm a beach girl, I'm telling you. But yes, I actually just went this past week and loved every single minute of it. I mean, it's one of the best things about being here. That's the only thing I can say. But yes, I've been to the beach. You can't tell it, but I'm a sunscreen girl too. If I don't wear sunscreen, I'll be like the shade of this chair behind me. So sunscreen and sun protection all the way for me. But yes. So the last thing I just want to talk to you about Shop and Pays, just real quick, is I got this. I don't know if it was a question or really a statement. Is a lot of times people get hung up on tipping with Shop and Pays, and you should care about what you're getting paid. But to me, and once again, this is just me, you guys can think however you want to think. As long as I'm getting paid, I don't care if I'm getting paid by DoorDash or by the customer. To me, it's the entire amount that I'm getting paid for and if it's going to be worth my time. So just real quick, for example, do this real quick. I'm going to keep using this. So $30, looking at it, 22 items, okay, 20-minute shop, 10-minute checkout, probably 10-minute, well, it's 10 miles, probably a 15-minute drive. So you're talking probably a little less than an hour from start to finish on this order. So I really take a look and really see the total amount and whether it works versus my time, because I'm still trying to make a certain dollar per hour. And I don't know whether you guys do the same thing, but when it comes back and say this one customer tipped me just $2, one of the two customers only tipped me $2, and I'm making this up. The other one tipped me, I don't know, $5. I can't remember what the payout of this was. I don't care as long as I just made $30 in 1 hour. To me, at this point, I just care about the total and what I'm getting paid as a driver. So I don't want you to get hung up a lot of times with these orders, at least for me, on the tipping. Should they be tipping more? Probably. But as long as I'm getting paid by somebody, whether it's DoorDash or whether it's the customer, you know what? I'm all good because I just got paid $30 in less than an hour's worth of work. So I just want you to think a little differently about Shop and Pays and whether it is worth it. So you are too optimistic. I am optimistic, Okay, I always look at the total. So $30 in an hour. Who wouldn't want to make $30 in less than an hour? But anyway, yeah, I love it when customers add extra tips. I've been getting that a lot lately too. I've been doing, God, I don't know, it's good customer service. To me, it's just communicating if something's out and giving them a suggestion on what they should do if something is out of stock. But I kid a lot of times with the customers if they're in a kidding mood. And that's the key, is you have to get a really good customer service. I had one the other day who was like, they had me searching for all this cheese all over the place. And I'm like, what the heck are you making? And she goes, I'm sorry, I'm making mac and cheese. And I kidded her. I'm like, I'm coming to your house for some mac and cheese. And she thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I ended up with an extra $10 at the end, just because we had fun going back and forth. But it really is. I think a lot of times we forget we are still in customer service. And we are, right? We're here to service the customer, and that could be easy shop. Anyway, so just real quick, I wanted to show you guys this one. This is just another one of the shopping orders I got this past week. Let me put this up. $33, 10 items. Isn't that crazy? Is that insane to you guys? $33 for 10 items. See, I've been seeing things like this, right? Like, it blows my mind. So it kind of goes back to circling back around to what I said in the beginning. Is Shop and Pays replacing food delivery? DoorDash is paying the base pay somehow. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm making money. How are they paying it? Well, I think that's why our base pay got reduced this past year. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out a theory out there. But you know what? You can keep them coming my way, because I'm good making $33 on 10 items. I'm good making $29 and change, $30 in less than an hour's worth of work. Sometimes it's not all about food delivery and like picking up and dropping off. Sometimes think outside the box, and you know what? Hopefully more money. And when you really think about this, right? We're in summer slowdown. I think we're all have felt it at some point. When you get an order that's $33, do you turn it down? No, you go after that $33, because orders like that on DoorDash don't come along very often anymore. But anyway, yeah, there is no more heavy pay on DoorDash anymore. I've been noticing that. I think it went away a couple, like 2 or 3 months ago. I think I haven't seen it for that long. Hey, Kevin, how are you? So anyway, hopefully I gave you some little bit of insight on Shop and Pays. I don't think they're going away. I think that they're going to be a wave of the future on any one of these platforms. If something's not working with food delivery, if something's not working in some area, they're going to find other ways as a company of making profits. Well, I don't know whether it's profits because I just saw that someone said Uber Eats hasn't made a profit in X amount of years, but they're always going to find a way of making money. And I think this is the new wave of DoorDash, Uber Eats, and even Grubhub has stepped up their shop and pay game. So, hang tight. Hopefully, I know a lot of people just don't like doing them. I encourage you to at least try one, especially if it's low items like the 10 item one that I just showed you. Like, keep it to a minimum and see whether they actually make you more money on any one of these platforms. Don't lose out because it's something that might be a little bit out of your comfort zone. But anyway. So, guys, that is, I know, New Jersey power. We have a whole bunch of New Jersey people in here tonight, but thank you. Now Cleveland in the house. But so, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope everybody has a fantastic week out there. Stay safe. Make sure you guys go out and make money. Enjoy the summer with what we have left. I can't believe we are almost approaching August at this point. I feel like we blink our eyes and all of a sudden it's like that we're looking at back to school already. Like, I'm seeing, going as I'm shopping, right? You're seeing like all these back to school supplies coming in. You're like, oh my God, back to school is coming so quickly. And we just got out. I feel like we just got out of school. But anyway, so upcoming week, nothing tomorrow. Thursday, rodeo roundtable at 9:00. On Friday, we will be dropping the reaction video to Legal Rideshare. So that's new. So check us out on Fridays. I think we dropped it, Steve, you can correct me, but I believe we dropped it at 6:00 on last Friday. So I think we're going to try to stick to the same schedule. So go check that out. And that's kind of where I'm at for this week. I have a video dropping tomorrow morning. So look out for a new video from me tomorrow morning. And guys, that's it. Thank you so much. And everybody have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Stop